Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're connecting from. I don't believe you can hear me loud and clear. Can you hear me loud and clear? Drop a comment. How has been trading this week? Today is Wednesday, 11th of February. How has it been so far this month? How has it been? Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Also confirm you can see my screen clearly. Confirm you can see my screen clearly. Thanks for joining. Have any question or pair you want me to analyze, let me know. Let me know if you have any pair you want me to analyze. Let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. So let's start by looking at the calendar for today. Today is Wednesday, February 11th, and by 2:30 p.m. we're expecting three major news from the United States. The average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, that is non-farm payroll, which was supposed to be released last Friday. It was postponed to today. So by 2:30, that news will be released, and by 2:30 also, the United States will be releasing its unemployment rate. So we should expect high volatility on USD pairs today. If you're considering trading USD pairs today, I would suggest you wait for this major news to be released before you execute your trade. As you can see, the dollar pairs has been in a range since yesterday, and I believe it's because of these fundamentals. That is why dollar pairs, even gold, has been ranging because of this major news, most especially the NFP. So after NFP is released, I believe you will get a clear direction. Okay, so I would advise you wait for this to happen before the pace. If you want to take a trade for the news, be very conservative. Okay. So let's look at what's happening on yen basket. So as you can see, yen basket has been bullish. I shared this with you guys yesterday. The yen is coming for the liquidity residing at this high, fill this fair value gap area. You go down to lower time frame. I think after the formation of this candlestick here, I think it created a fair value gap in lower time frame. That is why it had to go fill that gap. Let's confirm. Let's see 4 hour. This is what we have here on 4 hour. Okay, let's see 1 hour. I think there is a fair value gap. It went to fill. I think so. It went to fill. Let's check. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I think there's a fair value gap here, a very tiny one here. I think we have a very tiny fair value gap here. We also had one here. We also had this fair value gap here. There was a fair value gap here, a tiny one. Okay, so let's see where price, if it respected that. So let's see. Let's see. So can you see that? Can you see the reason for the, can you see that? That fair value gap has been respected. So we should expect, if the current 4 hour closes bearish, one can risk selling yen. If the current 4 hour closes bearish, one can risk selling the yen. You can see the pattern we have here. It's a bearish reversal pattern confirmed on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, for strong confirmation, wait for 4 hours to close. If you have patience, you wait for the daily to close. If the daily closes bearish, closes below the average price, then you should look for opportunity to sell yen tomorrow. Okay, and if yen starts selling, it's likely coming back to a discount area to fill this fair value gap. Nice setup, nice one. Okay, so you should be looking for buys on yen pairs tomorrow. Looking for buys on yen pairs tomorrow. Okay, so that's it for yen. It's not the right time to buy yen. If you didn't buy yen on Monday, on Tuesday, this is not the right time to buy yen. You have missed the opportunity, missed it. So wait for a reversal. Wait for a reversal. Let's look at dollar index, DXY. So dollar index, I believe after today will know the direction for the dollar. It will be very clear. The direction for the dollar will be very clear. Let's see daily. So yesterday candle closed strongly bearish, and today it's been bearish. It has swept the liquidity residing at this previous day low. It has filled this fair value gap. Let's see if there's still a fair value gap on the 4-hour time frame that it wants to fill. I don't think so. We still have a fair value gap it wants to fill. I think it has tested. Let's see this resistance here. You can see. So you should expect a reversal anytime soon from the dollar. So this zone is a key zone. This is a key area. Okay, it's a key zone. So if today's candle closes bullish, then we'll look for buys on the dollar. Dollar is likely going to buy later on this week, maybe tomorrow. Let's see if the news comes out positive for the dollar. Should expect bullish ride on the dollar. If the news comes out positive for the dollar, should expect a bullish ride on the dollar, and dollar might come back to fill these gaps it's created here. Dollar might pull back to fill these gaps it's created here. That would be my first target. Okay. Okay, so for the dollar, after NFP, that will be the best time to know what to do on the dollar. It's selling for the past 3 days. For the past 3 days, it's been selling. This is not the right time to sell. This is not the right time to sell. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's been selling. As far as I'm concerned, it's at a discount area now. Dollar is at a discount area. If you apply your Fibonacci from this swing low to swing high, you can see it's at a discount area. It's at a discount area. This is not the right time to sell the dollar. You have this bearish move on the dollar. You have missed the bearish move on the dollar. So we expect the dollar to pull back to a premium area. That's my expectation for the dollar for the remaining days left for the week. If you have any question or any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. If you are yet to give the video a thumbs up, please do, so that others can get to see this video. And if it's your first time joining the live stream, please do subscribe to the channel so that anytime I come on live, you get notified by YouTube. Okay, so that's it. So let's go to currency pairs. Let's go to MT4 or MT5. So on MT4, what do we have on GBP USD? GBP USD daily. Yesterday candle closed bearish. We have that price is at a premium area. So we should be looking for sell opportunity Should be looking for sell opportunity. But right now, we have this fair value gap here that has not been filled. This fair value gap has not been filled. I believe they might want to use NFP to fill this gap. They might want to use NFP to fill this gap before going bearish. Okay? So this is our entry level one, entry level two. So let's patiently wait for them to sweep the liquidity residing at this gap, this fair value, then fill these imbalances before you look for your sales. And if you're going to sell GBP USD, this should be your target for the bearish move. This should be your target. Okay, it's coming for this fair value gap. It's coming for this fair value gap. Okay, well, this could be your first target for the for GBP USD. Okay, now GBP USD, from what we have here, you can see that the bullish momentum is, like, we could say price has been in the range, but if I'm going to take any risks now, I want to see that this liquidity residing at this previous high is swept. Okay, so the best time for you to have bought will be after the close of this bearish armor you should have bought, and your profits. Okay, so that's it for GU. GU has been bullish. It's been bullish. It has done over 50 pips. It means you should not buy from the current market price. Don't buy from the current market price. It has done over 50 pips. If you want to buy GBP USD, wait for a reversal. You can see price needs to come to a discount area before you consider buying GBP USD. I hope that is clear. So right now I'm just neutral on GBP USD, just neutral because of NFP. I'm just neutral on GBP USD. You can see the Schneer engine has given us a signal for sell. Okay, it has given us a signal for sell. So look for our sales after NFP. After NFP has been released, look for your sales after NFP. If the news comes out positive for NFP, you go bearish on Euro USD and GBP USD. If the news comes out positive, okay, go bearish. I would advise you wait for the daily candle to close. Wait for the daily candle to close before you sell. Wait for the daily candle to close before you sell. I hope they already have the buyers here to be at premium. You can see that. So patiently wait for NFP news to be released before you take your sell. I hope that is clear for those of you using the software. Okay. If there was no news, we would have executed our trade. We don't have to wait for, since there is no news, we just execute our trade and start selling. But because of the news, patiently wait for that to happen before you take your trade. You already have the direction. The USDJPY, as you can see, I said USDJPY is likely going to buy anytime soon. USDJPY has been bearish since Monday. You can see as here we have bearish. Okay, so it gave us the signal after the formation of Monday candle. So we could have entered sell from this point, and you would have made over 300 pips. You would have made over 300 pips. You can see that. So this is not the right time for you to what? Sell. This is not the right time to sell. This is where you should have entered sell. If you didn't sell from this point, don't sell from this point, please. So since JPY is likely going to go bearish anytime soon, you should be looking for opportunity to buy JPY pairs. You should be looking for opportunity to buy JPY pairs. So patiently wait for today's candle to close. If today's candle closes and our bias changes to bullish, start buying. If our bias changes to bullish after the close of today's candle, start buying. Buy. And if you are buying, your first target should be this high. You can see this fair value gap we have here. This should be your first target. I can't wait for this bias to change to bullish for me to start buying UJ. I'm going to buy UJ. It's going to be a massive buy. Okay, so that's my take on UJ. Don't sell UJ now. Don't buy UJ now. For those of you who have the software, you have to wait for today's candle to close. Once this changes to bullish, and I believe by the end of today, this will also change to discounts. You can see price is currently at the discount. So at the end of today, this is going to change to discounts, and this is likely going to change to bullish. That is that's a valid signal. That's a valid signal. Okay. So that's it for UJ. Which other pair do you want to analyze? Yes, if you are buying yen, Mr. Ebenezer, if you are buying yen, you sell EJ, yeah, you sell JPY pairs. If yen is bullish, you sell JPY pairs. If yen is bearish, you buy JPY pairs. Which other pair do you want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. I've analyzed UJ. Which other pair do you want me to analyze? Let me know. Let's see gold. Gold, buyers here is bearish, premium, but you cannot trade gold now. You can see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, gold has been in a range, waiting for NFP. Gold is waiting for NFP. So I would advise you don't trade gold. Don't trade gold until NFP is released. The movement, the volatility will be insane. It would be insane. It would be an aggressive one. So you should be very careful if you want to trade gold today. You should be very, very careful. You should be very careful if you want to trade gold today. Be very careful. Okay, so gold is still, you can see that has been in a range. They've set trap for both buyers and sellers. Stop loss is residing at this low. Stop loss is residing at this high. They're going to sweep both sides. They're going to sweep both sides. Buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. They're going to sweep both sides. Okay, they intentionally set these traps. These traps you see here, it's intentional. So be very careful. Be very careful. Good lovers, be very careful. Be very careful. Okay. Gold, USD card, USD card. You can see USD card is bearish. You can see USD card is bearish. Now, when you understand the correlation between these instruments, it will help you manage risk properly when you understand correlation. We all know that GBP USD and USD card are negatively correlated. So if USD card is bearish, GBP USD should not be bearish. Okay, if USD card is bearish, GBP USD should not be bearish. If USD card is bearish, GBP USD is supposed to be bullish. But the both are showing us bearish. Bearish means something is wrong. Something is wrong. If both are showing us the same direction, then you should know that something is wrong. It means you should avoid trading. That's what it means. Avoid trading. And if you want to take trade, you take trade on just one and not on both. So you can see USD card is bearish, GBP USD is bearish. As it is now, what I'm seeing here on USD card might, since USD card is bearish, GBP USD will be bullish. USD card might come to sweep this liquidity, residing at this relative equal low. I told you guys, when you have relative equal low like this, relative equal low, they are very dangerous area, or the key levels, high levels of liquidity, area of high levels of liquidity. So you have to be very careful. So they know that most retail traders would have executed buy after this engulfing pattern, and most of them will have their stop losses here, a few pips below. So there's a high probability they would sweep these lows before pushing price up. It might. Okay, so be very careful. It is still bearish, but I expect USD card to be bullish. Hopefully, by the end of the day, after the close of today's candle, price is already at the discount area. For those of you who have the software, you can see price at the discount area. All you are waiting for is for these to change to bullish for you to buy. Nothing should stop you from buying. Once this changes to bullish, nothing should stop you from buying. Why you cannot sell from this point? I told you, once the market has moved in one direction more than 100 pips, that trade is not for you. If an instrument has moved in one direction more than 100 pips, that trade isn't for you. This bias, this bearish bias was generated after the close of this daily candle. That was when this bearish bias was generated. So you should have entered sell here, and by now you would have made over 130 pips. You would have made over 130 pips, and your stop loss would have been just 70 pips. That's close to 1 to 2 risk reward. 1 to 2 risk reward. So it has done over 100 pips. So you miss this opportunity, you have to just let it go and wait for the next opportunity. And the next opportunity now is a buy. Is a buy. Okay, it's a buy. Once this changes to buy, please. Once this changes to buy, start buying. Start buying. I gave this signal on GJ a few days ago. I told you guys that I have the software. I dropped a video on the group. Sell GJ yesterday. Sell GJ yesterday because after the formation of this candle, we had a bearish signal. We have, you can see the bearish, you can see bearish. It was after the close of this candle. The software gave us a signal to sell. And I told you guys, sell. I told you sell. And if you had sold, I made over close to 200 pips GJ yesterday. Close to 200 pips. That was what I made on GJ yesterday. And it still went below, far below, like 200 pips below where I set the trade. But I've already set my target that I'm going to go for at least 200 pips. And when it got there, I had to just leave. I had to leave. Okay, so GJ is getting set for buy. If today the bias changes to bullish, nothing should stop you from buying. Today, I expect at the close of today, I expect this to change to bullish and this to change to discount at the end of today. That is a valid signal for buy. That is a valid signal for buy. Don't miss the move. Don't miss the move. Miss the bearish move. Don't miss the bullish move. Don't miss the bullish move. And you're going to make massive profits buying it. Once the bias changes, you get the signal. Buy, buy, buy. Don't sell now, please. Don't sell. You can see that price is already at a discount area. You can see you can't sell now. It has done over the 100 pips I told you guys. It has done over that. So please don't take a sell, please. I beg a day, don't take a sell. You cannot take a sell now, please. And I told you guys, was it on Monday? I told you that GJ is likely coming to fill this gap. You can see now. Can you see that it has? I said it's coming to fill this gap, this fair value gap. It has already accomplished that. It has already accomplished that. So it's likely going to pull back. It's likely going to pull back. It's not set for buy yet, please. It's not set for buy yet. For those of you who have the software, I would you be able to set your take profit. You have the ATR half, okay, and you have the daily ATR, okay. So at least once the buy starts, your target should not go below 200 pips from your entry price. You can see that's why you have the daily ATR value, and your stop loss should be about 104 pips, which is that's like 1 to 2 risk reward. Okay, so you know what to do if you have this. If you have the software, you know what to do. I don't have to tell you where to set your stop loss, where to set your profit. You have all the parameters here. You know what to do. Okay, so that's it. Which other pair do you want me to analyze? Which other pair do you want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. Which other pair? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Do you have any question? Let me know. 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 If you're yet to get the software, get yours today. You need it. You need it. You need it. It's the best trading software in this space. It is the best trading software in this space. You need to have it. You need to have it. Do everything possible to have it. You need it. Any question? Any question? If there are no questions, I would have to end the meeting. Any question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know. Let me know. For those of you that are new trader, you can't do without this. You need it. You need it. If you are new to trading, you need it. You are still a struggling trader, you need it. You need it. you need it. Any question, any question, any question? I can see Social, Vera, NG, Mr. Clement, Mr. Ebenezer. Any question? All right, there are no questions. I appreciate you all for your participation. Our next session will be tomorrow by 10 a.m. I look forward to having you in that class. Do have a profitable trading day. Bye for now.